Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So like I said I would do, I'm going to just go into those channels that I subscribe to, which actually do more breakdowns, really good breakdowns on boxing. And you can check out the channels such as Barry Robinson's channel. So this channel right here does breakdowns on boxing. Great channel. Unfortunately, Barry Robinson, you really have to go to his website, and you may have to pay a little bit of money. He does breakdowns on fights, and he also coaches you on how to improve your technique. If you're a new starter in boxing, he can give you training advice on how to begin and so on. But these are great channels, and I don't mind promoting them right now. You know, these are some of the channels I check out. Okay. Another great channel is Boxing Counter. Boxing Counter, now, it features sometimes this guy, especially recently, it's been featuring Zeke, which is the channel's son. But there are also breakdown videos on other fights, so you can also check out the breakdowns on certain fights there. Now, Boxing Fan 333, he basically provides fights, and all kinds of fights from all over the world, generally current fights. Okay, so if you want to have a library of fights, go check out Boxing Fan 333. Boxing Strategist, he breaks down fights really wonderfully. You really need to check his channel. Great channel when it comes to breaking down fights. Connor Rubush, great breakdowns. He does videos for the Bloody Left Hook, and not only does he do some great breakdowns, but he gives you insight so that you can see more into what a fighter is bringing in a fight, his weapons, his skill set. Okay, they don't really talk about their defensive blunders. They talk about their strengths. Then you have Eric Bradley, the fight doctor. He breaks down the fights, sometimes round by round. He gives the attributes of the different fighters. He explains the challenges that the fighters will face in the ring. Particularly, also, he gives you also scoring at the end of fights and how he breaks down scorings at the end of the fights, post-fights commence, and so on. This man, again, actually is a trainer. He's an actual coach, and he's trained some elite athletes in boxing. So you can really take his word for what he says. Fight Critics, a great channel to go to, because again, he does fight breakdowns. He gives you some logic behind the fight breakdowns of the fights that he has been looking at. So great channel. It's a new channel in the YTBC. Great channel. Of course, the channel I really want every boxing fan to go check out is JT Van V. Okay, precisionstriking.ca. Great channel. He has some great apps to help you to be able to see the world of a boxer. You know, he's got those apps where the boxer's actually punching at you, and you're actually seeing how a boxer sees the world. You can actually practice your sparring. You can also practice shadow boxing and incorporate different techniques and skills. I think he has some stuff to help you do pad work even. Great stuff. He goes into detail on the different styles in boxing. I really love this channel, and you heard me talk about JT a number of times. This is the guy. This is the channel. You really need to check it out. Lee Wiley, again, he breaks down fights. Beautiful stuff again. He's like Conor Rubuck. He breaks down the attributes of a fighter in a fight, mostly their strengths. Master Boxing's a little bit biased, you know, it's kind of anti-Pacquiao, but the beautiful thing about Master Boxing is they explore different aspects of the sport of boxing. So even if you are a Pacquiao fan, you know, there's certain things that I actually learned from that channel concerning weight and perception versus reality. Let's just put it that way, okay? Some other channels you need to look at, and they do good breakdowns, and they teach you things. It's like pro tips for you. Now, this is not really a boxing channel. These are tips that you can get for different athletes and different pros in different sports. However, in it you see the tips on jabbing, how to use the jab, etc. Basic stuff. And again, for a casual fan who is getting involved in the fight game or getting to understand the fight game, these are important things for you to know, right? How to throw a punch, that you don't make a fist when you're punching for various reasons, and just many different things that a lot of people don't know too much about. Now, Ring Digital, which is from the Ring magazine, Ring Digital actually does some breakdowns with Bernard Hopkins, and again, he explains the purpose of different things and the fundamentals of boxing and what you do in the gym. So it's great. Again, a great breakdown from a master boxer. You couldn't get it any better. You can look in there for insights via teachings from Bernard Hopkins. The Uma Fight Camp's great breakdown on fights, but not just breakdown on fights, also talks about techniques to be used in fights, because this guy, again, he trains people in fighting, in contact sports. So I really value his opinion on his advice and his breakdowns on aspects of the fight. I usually may not agree with him on certain things, but I definitely, when it comes to the factual stuff, when he talks about the actual fighting, I totally agree with him. Great channel. You guys need to check that out. Thomas Santos 93, he does a breakdown on a few fights. Really interesting. You guys need to check that out. Of course, Unorthodox Boxing. This guy is actually into contact sports. He's an MMA fighter, mixed martial arts fighter, but he also does boxing, and he breaks down boxing in a way to no other, because he actually tells you what the trainers taught him and how to use certain techniques. And he's really into the particulars and the subtleties of different techniques and the advantages and disadvantages of them. So great breakdown from this guy. You need to really check out his channel. Great channel. Wilson Kaiden, again, he uses the fundamentals of boxing. He talks about the fundamentals of boxing. Great channel, lovely breakdowns. You know, you really want to check out his channel as well. And he gives you a good perspective. Of course, he favors more the boxer than he does favor other styles of boxing. So he more favors pure boxing. But he does do a lot of breakdowns and a lot of fights all through time. So great guy, great channel. So these are some of the channels that I would love you guys to check out. It gives a lot of insight into boxing. I'll go into the other channels that I have subscribed to and why I would think that they're also beneficial. I think the more unbiased the channel, the happier people are actually with these things. So, you always want to know different viewpoints of something. You don't only want your viewpoint. And even though you express your opinion, it's like you throw it into the foray of opinions. And I think informed opinions, you can always pick what is necessary and what is good for you out of the foray of opinions. So I hope that helps. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, and God bless.